Today I'm going to show you how I make just a general pesto from a lot of greens that I'm harvesting fresh from my garden. This is such a nutrient dense addition to your meals, and these greens are so healthy to grow in your garden. So really my number one advice would be to get going with planting different types of lettuce, different types of greens, because they are extremely easy to grow. So I'm going to start. One important thing is because I'm growing my veggies organic, I don't use any pesticides or sprays. So I also don't wash my leaves. I just check to see if I see anything that's a problem on there, any insects or pests, and then I keep going. These are all different types of lettuces, and they are extremely healthy, especially for your because of the type of fibers for your gut bacteria. Your gut bacteria thrive on this type of fiber, so although they are not high in kilojoules, they are extremely, they're like a superfood. So you will see that I grow different type of lettuces. This year I was extremely busy with coaching and just with life in general, so I ended up planting seedlings that I bought from the nursery, and they've really turned out amazing. I'm just going to process them to make space for me. You can see the amount that I've reduced it to, so now I'm going to go on with the rest. So the rest I'm going to put in is some lovely raw spinach from my garden, but I just cut out these thick stems. Okay, I'll put the lid on again and just process. You don't have to work in the sequence, but I just find if you've got some liquid in there, I can stuff in a lot of more greens. So I'm just going to take a whole lemon from my garden, from my own lemon tree. I'm also not washing it. When you're using commercial lemons, make sure to wash them because they're waxed, and yeah, maybe spray it. So I just cut off the biggest part of the skin, cut it in half, put it in there. Then I'm going to add, this is about 500 grams of greens, just roughly. This is a cup of activated sunflower seeds, and then I will put in a heaped teaspoon of salt. I'm using Himalaya today, and then you can see and taste afterwards. Now we've got space to continue. Now I've got some Mizuna here, which is also a type of lettuce, and I've got some rocket from my garden. Rocket is also very healthy. I've got some young celery that I'm going to add in. I'm just checking for bugs or anything that shouldn't be on there. Some rocket. And then I've also got some parsley. And then I harvested some Chinese cabbage. Beautiful Chinese cabbage, which is part of the cruciferous family. Extremely healthy. If the stems are a bit thicker, I just cut them out. And I also took a cabbage leaf. It's also very healthy, just as healthy as the vegetable itself. And Chinese cabbage, pak choy. These have a bit of a stronger taste, so I don't put in too much of them. Okay, so now I'm ready to add an avo. Just to make it more creamy, and to add some extra fat, as I'm not using processed oils in my meals. So now that the pesto are ready, we're gonna put them in these small jars. I buy them in South Africa. I buy them from Bond Pack. I'll put a link in the description below, but you can see where you can find them. I freeze it in these small jars because then I know we're going to finish them within say 2 days, or even less. And because I don't want the pesto to discolor, and I also don't want to add oils to it, because I've got my whole fat in here already. So I'll fill them up, but I just leave like 1 centimeter at the top, so that there's room, because what happens if you freeze stuff, they do expand and they can crack if there's not space for them to expand. So then immediately I close it. Remember about the oxidation of your food, you don't want to lose nutrients. So I'm just going to continue filling them up. With this pesto, you can decide how strong you want the taste to be. If you add a lot of the cruciferous leaves, it's going to be very strong. I'm used to it by now, and I do it for all the health benefits. But if you are trying to get used to it, you can concentrate on the greens that is not so strong, like your lettuce leaves, your spinach leaves. Also don't put in too much parsley, that can also give it a strong taste. Also don't put in too much celery, but focus more on the neutral leaves. And then you can also, depending if you like the taste of lemon, start with half a lemon and not a complete lemon. If you don't like the fibrous texture of the lemon, or if that is too strong for you, you can just add lemon juice. It doesn't have to be that you've got to use the whole lemon. It is maybe better to start with half a lemon. You can also add in fresh garlic. I forgot to put in fresh garlic today, but that's also a good option to add to your pesto. But yeah, you can decide how strong you want this to be. But remember, when you are eating it on, say, on a sandwich, or on a gluten-free bread, or on a sweet potato, and we like to stack our sweet potato, say, with pesto and then with our cooked beans, so then that also diffuses the taste, but you're getting the benefits because you're eating all these greens. So yeah, enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to stay tuned to my channel and want to receive weekly videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the week ahead of you, and may you have a wonderful, blessed day.